everyone. Well, up early this morning, 6:30 or so. Now heading down the road from my hostel to go on my DMZ tour. A lot of the DMZ tours that they will pick you up from your hotel, just depending on your hotel or where you're staying. So a lot of the guest houses I found they won't pick up from because they're in a lot of small back streets. But the hotels are normally on main roads or something. So just walking down to Big Exit 3 station, do my DMZ today. Half day, no shopping, because a lot of them they bring you back and you do a shopping stop somewhere, which I've heard a lot of people be annoyed about. A lot of the reviews I read on different companies is wish they had more time at the DMZ, but they didn't. But then they got a free stop at some tourist mall. One I found doesn't have it. I'll put a link down below. I'll see if I'm allowed to do any videoing there, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not allowed to, so it might be just a lot of pictures following this, and I'll let you know how it goes along the way and everything. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Quickly walking back to the bus. We had 20 minutes at the Peace Bridge and the new bridge which is there, so very rushed. Quickly rush around, see what you can in 20 minutes, or don't get as much time at the DMZ, and it seems to be on a very tight schedule of where we've got to be and when. So a little brief. I wish we had longer, but so I didn't get to read any really much, but I took photos of everything so I could read it later. Oh, back onto our big purple bus with Sadie. So behind me is the DMZ. So just down there is where we're going next. It's the tunnels, and it's actually, they've created a loop around it. The Americans or whatever have allowed that for tourists to go see. So it's actually, technically it is in the demilitarized zone, but we're basically standing on the edge of the demilitarized zone. Otherwise, somewhere sort of over that, around there is a 100-meter flagpole with the South Korean flag, and yeah, about there it's a 160-meter flagpole of the North Korean flag, and they decided they wanted to go bigger and better than South Korea. It's not really flapping, and you can't see it. It's a very hazy day today, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So seeing all this stuff. The road over here is actually the one road in and to North Korea into the South Korean town, which got shut down 3 years ago because the South Korean Prime Minister or Governor thought that it was actually funding money to North Korea because there was North Korean workers working there, and the South Korean government was actually paying them in US dollars, and he shut it down because he thought that money wasn't actually going to the families, it was actually going to North Korea and supporting their army and everything. So unfortunately you can't go there anymore at the moment for the last 3 years, but if it's actually open you can technically go there because it is a village inside the DMZ. The South Korean side, there's about 250 people that live there, one supermarket, one movie theatre, and the people that live there. And on the other side, the North Korean town inside the DMZ is actually completely just show town, because North Korea and South Korea both thought, okay, we'll show we can be peaceful, and they put a village inside the DMZ on sort of both sides inside. But South Korea actually has people in it. North Korea has actually no one in it. It's just a completely empty city, just completely for show. So what can you say? It's like, it's a bit screwed up. South Korea really wants the peace to come, and the new Prime Minister or Governor, whatever his title is, actually is really fighting to officially call peace between the two parts of Korea. But that takes 3 countries, and one of those countries that has to be involved in it is America. America and North Korea are not happy with each other, and the other one is China. So America and North Korea might be a bit of a struggle, especially since 3 days ago the North Korea shot off a missile, just testing or who knows what. But China is supposedly on board for it. South Korea is definitely on board for it. It's just trying to get those other 2 countries on board. Well, realistically 2 people. So anyway, I'll catch you later. We're going to the 2 tunnels next. I've got another 10 more minutes here to walk around. There's a movie downstairs on level 2 that you can watch and hear stuff, and there's a whole heap of art and everything as well. And back near where the bus is, you can buy grape wine or alcohol, which is actually North Korean. It's the only place in South Korea you can buy this stuff, so I'll have a look at the price, but who knows if it's actually real or not. Well, it's probably alcohol, but who knows if it's actually made in North Korea. But yeah, it might be a random little souvenir to say, hey, I bought something from North Korea, even though I never went there. And there's the view. Check it out. It's pretty amazing, even though you can't see much today. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Just at the 3rd tunnel, no cameras are allowed downstairs at the well. They make you put your bags and everything in lockers, and some people, and there's security cameras all the way down there, cameras, phones, everything, so don't even try. People did, and they were busted by the cameras and everything. Quite interesting to see. You can see a little tunnel. It's about 7 feet walking down, 350 meters, 11 degrees down, so it's a bit of a hike back up, but then it drops down to 5 feet, so for me it's 6 feet 2. It's I'm crouching all the way down, and they do give you helmets, so that's pretty good. And there's some soldiers doing something over there, I'm not sure what, but it's an interesting place. Busy, a lot of people, but cool to see all the yellow marking on the walls where they actually proved that North Korea was blowing up and coming in.
Yeah, that's right.
So the tunnel down is South Korea, and all the rest of it was 5 feet. It's actually what North Korea did to try and get into South Korea.
Alright, here we have 2 lines, 2 red lines, 1 and 1. This red line is the border. So we have southern and northern boundary line, and this is DMZ. And this red line is the railroad from Seoul to Kaesong City. Actually, there are a lot of railroad from Kaesong to all the other cities, but they are very, very old. So we connected the railroad from Seoul to by Kaesong City, and we opened 1, 2, 3, 4 new stations. We are here, Dorasan Station, the last station from south. But if we can connect all the railroads through north, then this station can be the gateway to north. So inside the station, we have the CIQ center like an airport, custom, immigration, quarantine. So when you open this station, from Dorasan Station, Pyongyang, North Korean capital, is 205 kilometers away, and Seoul is just 56 kilometers away. Yeah, and so do you remember the locomotive, very rusty one in the Imjinggak Park? It was found around Changdan Station. So it's called Changdan train. And when you go inside, there are a lot of photos with DMZ photos and a lot of photos related to the Inter-Korean Summit. And 10 years ago, 12 years ago, from 2007 to 2008, we had one cargo train from Dorasan to Panmun Station to carry the goods and materials for the Kaesong Industrial Complex, just for 1 year. We just wanted to show that we can go to north, but it's a shame, but we cannot go to north. We can, but we don't. So someday we can go through north to Panmun Station to everywhere. So yeah. In the morning, we went to the Imjinggak Park, cross unification bridge, observatory, tunnel, and now we are here. And now it's time to go inside the rear station.
This is our amuse bush. We call that banchan. Banchan is Korean small size dish. The first middle one is we trying to put some Korean spring vegetable, and we call that spring bouquet. And left side, truffle egg with Korean purple mushroom. And this one is yukke, Korean beef tartar. And this one is foie gras mousse and pear jam. Last one is sea urchin. We call by the kamte. Kamte is kind of Korean seaweed. And last middle one is pickled Korean melon with pecan. We recommend it start from the middle one and go clockwise, and last one this one.
Thank you.
Here. Enjoy one.
Enjoy.
Black cod is soup. So it is served with mushroom and toffee, taken care of.
Okay.
This is fine mushroom broth. So we're pouring.
Thank you.
banana. Actually, our restaurant banana is not real banana. It's banana creamy with white chocolate. So when you find the banana in full basket first, and then take your plate.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you can be careful. Enjoy your coffee ice cream with dark chocolate crumble.
Thank you.
Magic finger.
This is Hongdae on a Friday night. It is absolutely packed. Got some people singing.
Give your all to me, I give my